Now coming back to Shirley, who is my good friend's daughter. Vincent is my good friend in Mangalore, and हमने try कर रहे women entrepreneurs को लाने के लिए. Last time we brought from Delgado sisters from Prime Chicken. So this time I have Shirley Kutina from Ideal Chicken, Anupama Group, and Vincent is such a great gentleman. He has created again like Patare family. उनका family में उनका दामाद, daughter, and everybody want to be in the poultry. So that proves that poultry is good. See, पतारे बोला ना अमेरिका से लेके आके उनका फैमिली में मुर्गी में डाला. So लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई जीतेगा, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई जीतेगा. So that is the background. With that, I will go to Shirley Kutina to Mangalore. She's joining all the way from Mangalore for her presentation about story of Ideal Chicken. All over to Shirley.
A very good evening to you all. I would like to share my screen.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Mahesh. Am I audible?
You're audible. Please go ahead.
Yes. I would like to thank Dr. Mahesh and CPTTO for giving me this opportunity to present the story of Ideal Chicken today, to talk about our brand Ideal Chicken. So, a very big thank you to your team, sir.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. So, firstly, I would introduce myself. I'm Shirley Kutina. I'm daughter of Mr. Vincent Kutina. And my father started this business, Anupama Feeds and Farms, in the year 2005. It's a family-owned and run business. So from a very young age, I've seen my dad thrive in poultry. And from a very long time, actually from the beginning of his career, he has been into the poultry sector. And this is how he has gained vast knowledge and experience before he could start his own company in the year 2005. Back then, I would just listen to Dad talk about poultry from a very young age, and that is how I got to know about poultry. If not internally or if not in depth, I definitely knew bits and pieces of poultry from whatever I heard from Dad, whatever he would speak to his peers and colleagues and other company people. So that is how I was introduced to poultry at a very young age. I did my bachelor's in engineering in the year and completed it in the year 2014. And very soon I joined business. Initially, I was doubtful as to whether this is what I want to do in future, as I was not sure if business is something I want to go ahead with, or I just want to, do my own thing or join somewhere else. I was very doubtful. So what I decided, okay, we have a family business. Let me try it out. Without trying, there's no point, talking about whether it's good or no. Let me try it out and see whether it's working for me. So I joined business in the very same year, 2014 of my graduation. And I got placed into the finance and administration department by my father. Initially, the first 3 to 4 months, my dad wouldn't assign me anything. He would just make me sit beside him as he would speak with everyone in the industry. He would just make me sit beside him. He did not give me a KT as such, you have to do this, you have to do that. He never told me anything as such. So I was clueless in the beginning. It's not like an IT industry where, you get a set of books or set of papers and you are explained this is the steps to do it and this is how you have to take it forward. No. But then I just had to observe my dad do things, and that is how I gradually came to know what is happening in the business. And eventually he started to take me out to different seminars and conferences, and I started meeting people, and that is when I realized poultry is such a big industry. I mean, you sit at home or you sit with a plate of chicken and you think, okay, this is just a small thing, you get chicken from the store and then you cook it and you eat it. But then there is so much involved in getting the chicken to your plate, and that is when I realized this is a big industry. It requires a lot of effort. It has a lot to learn, and it has a lot to give me in return. So that is how I was interested in this business. I completed 1 year in the beginning of understanding what's happening in business, and I realized this is where I want to continue, and that's how very soon in the coming months I'll be completing 7 years of my tenure in this business. So I will briefly tell you what operations are involved in this business. We have breeder farming, wherein parent stock is from Venkateshwara hatcheries. We have hatchery, broiler farming, which is own and contract farming. Feed production and supply. We have both poultry and cattle feed production and supply. Broiler meat processing and supply. B2B and B2C sales. And also we have started with e-commerce or online app. I was just listening to Mr. Kunal's presentation, and I have to say that we are pretty much close to what you're doing, and it is nothing but you have explained what process we are going through. So I will come to the story of Ideal Chicken, how we started and how we have come this far. Ideal Chicken was founded in the year 2005 by my father, along with few employees, maybe 4 or 5. We started with mash feed mill, which is 10 tons capacity per day. So those days we would produce mash feed, and then we would distribute it among the local farmers. Eventually, we decided we want to get into broiler farming, and we started with broiler farming through integrated farming or contract farming, with a very few number of contract farmers. And we would feed these farms with our mash feed that is generated from our feed mill. And then we started with our retail store, B2C unit, in the very same year, 2005. We realized our product has to reach our customer, and they should understand what we are producing. And that's when we started with Ideal Chicken in the year 2005. So you can say this is when our brand commenced, or the very beginning of our brand. So apart from farm level live bird sales, we also started selling chicken through our retail stores. Back in those days, there was no much concept about this thing, net meat or processed meat. So we were processing the bird in the shop level, and we would supply live birds. We also realized that there are many other retailers in the locality who require live birds. So we started providing them with live birds through our B2B chain. We started line sales of live birds. We would provide chicken to all the traders and other retailers in the area, and that is how we build up our live bird capacity in our farming. Also, we realized that the type of chicks that we get in our farm may not be of that great quality, or we may not have a lot of assurance as to how is the quality of the chick in our farm level. So we decided we would want our own hatchery. So we started our own hatchery, and we would buy hatching eggs from other breeders, and we would hatch the chick in our hatchery and rear the complete produce in our farm. So this way we were sure that the chicks that we are producing are of good quality, and this way we could add one more milestone to our production. Also, over the years, the demand for meat gradually increased, and also in our retail units, we started supplying our customers with net or processed meat, or manually processed meat, you can say. We realized that people want to change from live meat to processed meat. This is not a sudden change, but a gradual change in the demand of processed meat. So we understood that this is what we require, not just the retail market, also the hoteliers and the restaurants, they require processed meat in bulk. We decided to open up our meat processing plant so that we could cater the needs of processed meat requirement in the market. This way, we also started to have B2B sales of meat sales. and we incorporated this mode even in our retail stores. We started having packed materials in our retail stores. We started presenting our meat in different cuts. So it's not necessary that a customer comes to your store and you have to give them the entire bird. So they might require only the breast piece or only the leg piece, and that's how we started to cater to our retail customers, and they loved it. I mean, everybody wants to choose what best suits their recipe, and that is what we started to do. By now, our mash feed mill was completely exhausted, or you can say our requirement of feed had gone much beyond what is the capacity of our mash feed. And so we decided to start up with our own pellet feed mill in the year 2014. So we started with our own pellet feed mill in year 2014, and we started to supply feed in pellet form to our farms. This way, we had to do a lot of changes into our formulations, and also it took us some time to adapt to this new kind of feed that we had in hand. And recent, a few years back, we wanted to add another thing to our production line, and that would be broiler breeder farming. We started getting breeders from Venkateshwara hatcheries, and this way our requirement of breeders or the hatching eggs could be facilitated by our own breeder farm. Although our requirement of hatching eggs is not completely met by the current breeder farming capacity that we have, it only ensures that 30% of our capacity is fulfilled. We look forward to have further expansions in our breeder farming capacity so that we can eventually fulfill our entire requirement of hatching eggs. Whatever deficit amount of hatching eggs that we have, we directly procure it from Venkateshwara hatcheries. This way, we have control over what we are procuring and what we are producing. And this makes me feel very proud to say that we also have stepped foot into our e-commerce platform, that is our online app. And this just 2 years ago, we started with our e-commerce platform. We started with Ideal Chicken online app, and we slowly started to market our produce through this platform. What we started to do is we started converting our customers who come to our retail stores, asking them to switch on to our online app and then get the product delivered to their doorstep with a very hassle-free process. So customers started to like this facility that we have, and this is, I feel, the much required need of the industry as on today, because there are many other companies that are coming up with e-commerce platform who are also not producers. But we, being the producers, if we can present to our customer our produce through online app, then it would be a very good thing. Because if you're producing something from scratch and then you have total control over your produce, then you have to cater to your customers and tell them that this is the best thing that you are giving them. So we started with our online app, and this app really helped us during Corona times, the COVID times, when everything was shut down and shops would be open for mere few hours. And there were a few weeks where shops had to be completely closed down. When even essentials were not allowed in the initial few days, but then only permission was given to online delivery. So this was the moment that our app actually shined in Mangalore. So people got to know that Ideal Chicken, there is something called as online delivery by Ideal Chicken, and you just have to log into their app and you'll get the chicken to your doorstep. I mean, what more thing do you want? Sitting at home and have your chicken of interest with your beautiful recipe, and that is what we did. During Corona times, we started getting too many orders. I mean, we were not expecting it, but it was a beautiful thing to see that our app picked up within just a day time. And during such times, this is the app is the only thing that helped us. I mean, you had so much produce in your farms, and you don't have a more to give it to your customers. But then this is how we were able to get through the lockdown period. So apart from these, my father is also interested in agriculture. We do a lot of agriculture, like paddy, alphabet, and rubber. And these are the few things that we do apart from our main broiler farming and broiler industry related things. We also do organic manure. We generate solar energy, biogas, and also do dairy farming. We have about 60 cattle in our dairy farm, to which we give our own cattle feed produced in our plant. This is how we realize that there is a good market for cattle feed, and we market our feed in the name of Ideal Feed. So initially, we were just making cattle feed to feed our cattle. This is a urea-free feed, and eventually people started to ask from where you're getting the feed, and we are like, we do it ourselves. And people started to see the difference or the improvement in the milk yield that they were getting, and gradually our cattle feed also developed, and the market is beautifully developing these days. So these are, in short, if I have to say, these are the different sectors that we have covered in our company. And the majority or the major share of this goes to our integration. I feel proud to say that we have a very sophisticated integration system, that is our broiler farming system. It is the backbone of our company. We have 2 lakh chicks placement per week, and we make sure that the quality is not compromised, and we ensure that there is very good biosecurity in our farms, and because of all this we are able to get best performance in our farms. We were also recognized by Poultry Fortune in the year 2016 as the best broiler integrator, and because of our efforts in integration, we are able to give very good produce to our customers. Our integration is diverted, our products are diverted into 4 sections of sales. 30% of our farm produce has been sold as at the farm level as B2B sales, and 30% is sold as live bird sales, B2B sales again, and 15% is sold as processed meat sales, and the remaining 25% is sold as B2C through retail or e-commerce. We are actually looking forward to increase this percentage, that is 25% of retail and e-commerce. We gradually want to increase this, and because that is what is required from the industry for the future. So in total, we produce broiler production per day of 55 tons. So this way, we have completely closed the cycle from broiler parent stock to hatchery to broiler farming to live bird line sales, meat processing and supply, and also retail sales and e-commerce. We feel happy to say that we have completed the cycle, and for future, we look forward to optimize these operations that we are having, and also see that we can standardize these things in the coming years. Apart from this, we look forward to step foot into following sectors, that is stock points for raw material, which is very important in the current world, owing to the much fluctuations that are happening in the raw material. We also look forward to have easy farming to build efficient productivity, manufacturing and supply of RTC and RTE products. It is also very required, I feel, and organic chicken, digital marketing and brand management. This is something that everybody has to invest in, because we all are striving so hard to produce the best chicken, but we are not striving hard enough to actually communicate to our consumer how best is our chicken. So I feel digital marketing and brand management is very important. We also look forward to set foot in layer farming for table eggs production. Apart from this, there are various things that can be done in the future, but these are the things that I can think of right now. So how did we reach this phase, or how did Ideal Chicken develop to what it is today? So I feel proud to say that our company is not just human oriented or consumer oriented. Our company is also technology oriented. During this era, the internet is also a basic need to everyone. So I feel that we need to incorporate this technology into our business so that our business can progress much more ahead than what we imagine. So by incorporating technology in our business, we see that we have complete accountability and transparency. We create a very customer-friendly approach so that customer can easily approach us and get what they require. We have online billing system, not just online billing system between the company and the consumer. We also ensure that there is online transaction or data collection happening within the company, within our internally in our branches. So this way, we are reducing a lot of manual paperwork. By seeing that all this is happening on online platform, we make sure that there is real-time data generation. Due to this, we are able to do centralized operations, and we are able to get better analysis and make better decisions. Today, we are a family of 500 plus employees, 500 plus contract farmers, 200 plus indirect laborers. We have 2 feed mills, 3 processing plants, 1 breeding farm, 1 hatchery, 10 B2B units, and 17 B2C units. I also feel proud to say to you that we do cater to 10,000 plus for me in the business. But so shortly, I have told you about the story of Ideal Chicken. I thank Dr. Mahesh for giving me this opportunity to discuss with everyone. Actually, I've not met anyone in this panel, but I'm very excited and happy to have met you all. And already I have attended 2 seminars, and they have been beautiful, and also look forward to listen to the rest for the day. I thank Dr. Mahesh for coming up with such a program so that young entrepreneurs like us also get introduced to the industry. This way we are more energized and enabled to do better in business. I also call upon many other entrepreneurs who are young to come into this business, especially the ladies, because this is a male-dominated industry. There are very few ladies. I've been to many seminars and programs wherein I would be the only lady in the hall. It would be very embarrassing initially, but then it is an advantage in one way because I would be noted very clearly by all the men. So I would say that to all the ladies in India, to please do come and step foot into poultry industry. It's a beautiful industry, and there is much to learn and much to offer. And by this, I would like to conclude my speech.
Thank you so much. You can close the screen sharing. You can stop the screen sharing so that it will be easy for us to interact. And I hope the panelists and the audience who are watching in all the manner will agree. Such a clarity. See, at young age, you can see Shirley being a daughter of Vincent. At young age, the generation next is safe. What I feel is, poultry is safe with the generation next. The clarity of understanding, the value chain, entire mapping, and they know that how to really make chalta rehna hai, chalana hai. Whatever you said all of now, it is really appreciative of Shirley.